hot in the morning was today. Well, thank goodness alive. I didn't think it was 107 what it's saying. And 97 degrees out there. Thank goodness it's going to be 97 in the morning, be hot enough at the bar. All right, then. 195, my old friend. You take care. Have a beautiful. God bless you and yours. They call me 116. Besides, I must take it over the side. That'd be bullfrogging 2 duckies. Try to fly in the sky and keep the bullfrog not getting done. Went back out. Bye. I ain't coming back. Crazy man, 195 to 106. Okay, yeah, you'll now put ice cream. Okay. Hey, good afternoon, Crazy. 112 afternoon, Will. We stepping wide to the side. That's that damn loud radio, that 195. That's that Adam Cub. He's loud and strong. Yeah, I think you're getting out a little bit there, Crazy. You're more strong than me. I don't know. That's debatable, like I said. I'm getting out a little bit there. Yeah, boss, I had you. Think about going and get my busted butt and my high Charleston. That's the thing I had. Right now, Slammer guy's over there sitting on the shelf there. And I still got 200 watts still on it because that's what I had on the board. Shut it down out of my pickup truck. So I drive something else on it and then have a radio in the truck for a little while, bust a heck for it. I want to put the radio back in there, and now I need it back to put in my truck. Hey, Tim, Hey, Tim, RG. That's the same boss who used to shut down Star Patrol from Mount Pleasant. I wasn't on North Charleston. Okay, but 21? No, I don't. He never shut 21 down over that damn rough box. He's way up higher. He got them beams out there.
Yeah, he better get a big box.
Damn man, that other fool better get a big box. 4 prongs on the bottom and so high in the middle. You have the star up on the top of it. And you want to do it? Come on, that star, I can tell you about that.
Hey, Tim, and you said star with a 200 watt box?
The box size box, yeah. I put it on him over in Mount Pleasant. I lived over in North Charleston, College Park and Star Road.
Oh, okay. What do you say, Crazy? I mean, 21?
I just now got back. I'm trying to get something to eat. Crazy man, what are you talking about? Tell him I got him.
Patrol all the time. He lives over in Mount Pleasant. I used to bleed on him all the time.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right.
Somebody came in there and said, they got you. Hey, Crazy, we stepping.
Who said they got me? You got me that 195.
No, it wasn't him.
195?
No.
Hey, who was that come in there and said there was, you had a peanut butter sandwich, Crazy man?
No, I didn't. I ate the shocker to him. I got in my kitchen early this morning, please fried up me some pork chops and some fried onions. Go on. That's what I had today.
Oh, what'd they say then?
I don't know what they said. Can you hear me? No.
Yeah. Well, they said, too bad you ain't got eating it now. I don't know. Who said that? All right, let me stop. I'm going to try to get ready for the old radio night.
What the hell? We don't care who he is.
Got him again.
Oh, no. Yeah. Made French fries. Yeah, I had French fries go work too that 20 when I had some.
You took it heavy too?
Yeah.
So I sit there real long.
Yeah.
I fried them pork chops real good, nice and tender with butter and onions. We pegged out on 2 of them and I couldn't eat no more.
10-4, 10-4.
My kittens over here eat a whole pork chop. I cut them up real fine, this, that, then fighting over them. The one kitten reaches call and strapped there on with, oh no, I gotta separate them.
Yeah, 10-4. Well, you better keep moving, else you fall on the floor, they'll be eating you.
I know. They love me too much.
Yeah,
Well, they cat over here that you see one that was the how he can walk.
Yeah.
She had a kitten, had 5 kittens was right over there, told me this afternoon. Oh my God, we don't need any more kittens. I ain't taking up no more kittens. I'm gonna go find my remote control. I can turn the damn TV down to overdrive me. Well, do what you got to do. Hey, damn it, boy. Let's see if we get some audio. Oh no, the audio man over there versus that strawberry patch. What are you doing over there? We just trying to see if this ain't work. Oh, you might have said something about my pork chopping money. I don't know what you're talking about there. My keyed up most of that album film, sir. Roger. I know you don't like onions. You like them gummy worms.
You go watch that Adam 12 now.
He's a big one now.
Yeah, he'll key on you.
Wow. I didn't know Adam 12 got like that. Boy, he's the big dog now.
Oh yeah, man, he'll work on you.
Roger.
Hello, 755, I'm trying to get ready.
I'm 755 and I'm just sitting back doing nothing.
South Avenue to 755, 1 Avenue 12 with afternoon wave.
Roger. Evening time, 11:12. I heard that. They call me Slammer and I'm in the hammer.
657, we're waiting.
I'm so glad you didn't say you was in the ditch. Oh, no.
On that piece of money, but there's 2 out for me to get the other day.
Yeah, Roger on that. Should I change my shirt 4 times today? 4 times. It was rain, dropping wet.
Yes, sir. The humidity was so high. Hey, Snow, you got a good cover anything back your way?
Yeah, I hear you good. No problem.
Oh, okay.
No problem. Sound like you normally do.
Okay, all right. Appreciate it.
Who is that there, 755?
I'm not sure. I don't remember him saying what his handle was, but what's your handle out there, Brad? You say that one more time, please? Clawtail? All right, Clawtail, they call me Slammer. That's 21 right there. It is. Was asking about you. All right, evening time to you. We're going to have a little radio show at 8 o'clock on YouTube. If you want to join us, that'd be great. And we just come in and tell you what we're talking on, and that's how we do it. You have telephone? Yeah, telephone up. Well, there you go. Like I say, if you're around at about 8 o'clock, Here in a little bit. Well, hell, it's 8 o'clock now. I guess it's about ready to start. I'll let 21 have it. I'm gone.
Did you say his handle was Crawl Cray? I don't know, what Crawl something? Where's he at?
He's coming through. I think he's a trucker.
Oh, okay. I thought it was somebody out there in DX land. Okay, I got a copy on him, but barely there. Hello, whatever the Craig man or whatever Slammer said your name was. I couldn't make it out there. He was mumbling. All right, I'm back out. Oh, Crosshair. Okay.
Yeah, Crosshair. That's what I was saying there. 21 Crosshair. Not mumbling.
Oh, okay, I thought you said crawfish.
No, there you go, saying about them crawfish. I'll take 2.
That's on 987 said that while ago. He said he'd take a desert.
Yeah, don't roll. All right, well, you may time around the band. Old Slammer's standing by.
I'm sitting in my comfortable chair over here. As long as you don't dump me, I'll be all right.
Well, yeah, I'm on my comfy chair, too. I'm crazy, whoever you are.
I don't give a shit. Say that now before they cut on that quarter.
Well, you just got on it, okay.
Oh. And you know how that is. Every time you walk out the door, it's better look over your step.
Oh, no. Well, I had the best dinner I've had in a while. And the old lady's been out. She's in Myrtle Beach all weekend. I cut me a tenderloin with bacon and a cheese wrap around it. Oh, my God, bro. I about died.
But you got your eyeballs so doggone full of your eyeballs ready to pop out your head.
Yeah. Me and the dogs, we had a feast.
Perfect.
Okay, Old Radio Night is 7/11/2020, and we're broadcasting live on YouTube. And you want to go ahead first there, Slammer?
I think I can. All right, this is Slammer, 755, Charleston, South Carolina. I got a little Cobra 25. I'm running a little preamp, reverse preamp, old Golden Eagle, and I got a little Galaxy microphone, and that's my phone ringing in the background. And I got about a 50-foot tower with IMAX 2000, and that's what I got. Old Slammer, standing by.
What, me?
10 Roger, sounding good there, Slammer over there. Go ahead there, crazy man.
Yes, sir. Is that doggone Galaxy? There's a bright one. Right now, I can't see nothing on that radio. I ain't found my go-garter glasses. I got 3 pair. I can't find the first one. Anyway, I've run a D04. I'm like 2,000 on 40 feet in the air. No, 60 feet in the air. Sorry. They getting miles getting shorter. All the doggone tree getting shorter. That's all I got right there up on the lower side there.
10-4, sounding good on that. A Galaxy Saturn Turbo there, Roger.
42, Roger. I thought about hooking up that 44B.
Roger. Well, we'll do that maybe. You can do that maybe next week.
I want to feel a bit better. I got overheated. The day of going to that store and coming back, I was soaking wet.
Wow, just going over there now.
I know AC.
I hear you. Yeah, I hear you, man. All right, well, you should have been out there with me. But anyway, all right, well, how about that Adam 12?
Hey, Tim, it's a little Galaxy 2517. White, one LED beam, and a little small foot warmer.
10-4, well, you sounding good there, Adam 12.
I appreciate it. Try to move in the right direction with this thing.
10-4, well, it's good that the time got a little bit lighter, you know, I mean, the sun, you know, we still got daylight, so you can find your way back to the house and be able to be out here for Old Radio Night.
We'll be here for a little while here.
And Roger. All right, well, I'm going to get on the side.
Roger.
And Night Ranger checking in.
Go ahead there, Night Ranger, come on.
Yeah, Night Ranger checking in on an absolutely mint condition and completely stock Midland 79-892 40-channel sideband radio from 1977. It's got the old PLL02 chip in it, PLL02A, using the stock hand mic, not clipped, not peaked, nothing. Completely stock, dead on frequency. Going into an old gray DNA Maverick reverse preamp into my homemade wire J-pole. Up about 90 feet. And I'm also currently streaming on the internet at NR, like Night Ranger, nr.shadowstorm.com. Streaming live right now.
Oh yeah, that's something new you're doing? Good. I'll have to check it out.
Well, I used to do it. I just hadn't had my laptop up here in a while, but I came into possession of an additional laptop, so I was able to bring my other laptop upstairs and sit it next to here and keep the other one downstairs. So yeah, I'm streaming for right now.
Good afternoon, Night Ranger. 1 Adam 12. Good afternoon, William.
Hey, 1 Adam 12, sounding good over here around Monk's Corner.
Hey, boy. There's a problem for yourself, and you sound good. Let's make it a phone call, too.
Night Ranger.
Hey, crazy man. Got my squeaker?
Hey, you get it sooner or later.
Yeah, I always keep it around the radio somewhere just so I can call that crazy man.
No, that's right.
This radio is absolutely mint. This guy bought like 2 cases of these things back in the 70s and never opened them. And he was going to modify them for 10 meters, and he just never did. And so after 25, 30 years, whatever it was, he finally decided to sell them. And I picked up initially 3 of them because I had one back when I was 16. And then I got looking at it and I thought, you know, do I really need 3 of these things? So I sold one to a guy in Australia, but I still got 2 of them brand new in the box, and this is one of them.
I'm a boy.
I know it. I had one when I was 16 years old, and the one I had back then was a little bit flaky. It had a problem, but this one doesn't have anything wrong with it. But I still enjoyed it.
This channel here is 27025.
27105.
27105 there. Fellow Jim wanted to know on the internet.
Yeah, 27.105 megahertz AM.
I'm still trying to get over it not being 27125. You know, I didn't have anything to do with it, or it would have been that way.
Yeah, that's channel 14.
I know, that should have been 27145.
And that's an RC channel.
Oh.
Yeah, and then they screwed it all up the way you get to, what is it? You get to channel 22, and then it jumps to channel 24, channel 25, and then back to 23, and then to 26.
Gen 4.
That's all messed up.
Well, let me ask you one more question before I tell them what I'm talking on. I saw your post about the over in Europe coming in. Were you able to make a contact?
I didn't try. I was running the video gate for skip gate, and so I just let it run. I didn't even try. But yeah, Europe was coming in this morning.
Roger. Well, I didn't know you had the skip gate. I didn't see it on that little red dot there on YouTube. I'll have to check it out and make a comment on there.
Yeah, you can just, I don't remember which one it is. Look for one, that, first one from this morning. It wasn't very strong. And I was on the vertical to really hear them. I needed to be on the Lazy H facing Europe. That thing really picks them out. I was on the vertical, but you can kind of hear them in the background for a little bit. Not real strong, but that Lazy H is much better at getting into Europe than the vertical J-pole.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I wanted to tell you this horror story. I fought, I did with that rotor and a control box and did all I could do with it. Took it apart, put it back on the tower. It worked, and then it didn't work. So I wrote Norm. And Norm kind of gave me a hard time. He wanted to completely send me a rebuilt one and me send that one in as a donor, and I didn't want to do it. I just wanted to fix what it needed. It didn't need any gear set, didn't need all that. The gears was fine in it, but he didn't want to do it. So I sent it to Scott, I think it's Tom. No, his name is Tom at High Gain, and he's going to only fix what it needs, and that's it. Norm wouldn't do that. And that other guy, I don't trust him. I had him rebuild one for me, and I don't trust him. I'm not going to mention his name, but I've had all of them do something for me, but I like the guy really at high gain the best.
Well, you've been struggling with it for, what, a year or more, trying to get that thing working, so hopefully it'll come back, like it's supposed to this time.
Yeah, 10-4. Well, are you ready for me to tell you what I'm talking on now?
Yeah, what are you talking on?
Okay, I'm talking on what I call the Night Ranger Special. It's a special radio that Night Ranger always wanted to have, and for some reason or other, he couldn't get his wallet open in time. And it's not like Night Ranger doesn't have any money. It's like he just don't. He's something like Jack Benny, but But anyway, it's a Lafayette Telstat SSB 140. It looks just like brand new, and I've got a Lafayette Range Boost microphone on it that's something similar, or it is similar, or it is the same as the black Turner Plus 3, and that's what I have on there. And I've got a reverse preamp, little small stuff, I don't know, I just like the preamps on it, But anyway, that's what I'm talking on, with a shockwave antenna about 100 feet to the bottom, and I'm standing by.
Bill, that sounds great. Real smooth audio. That radio and this radio are very similar, actually. I mean, that's a lot prettier radio, but the basic circuitry is the same. Both of these radios were made by Cybernet. Now, that's got the PLL02A chip in it, just like this one. A lot of similar circuitry, but that's just a much fancier and obviously much prettier version. But the basic circuitry is very similar. You just got a lot prettier radio with much more whistles and bells.
Yeah, 10-4. Every time I see this radio, I think of Night Ranger over there.
Yeah, well, I would have loved to have had that radio. I couldn't begin to afford that thing when it came out, but yeah, that thing's pretty. That's probably one of the prettiest. That and the Royce 642 are probably, in my opinion, maybe two of the prettiest CB radios ever made.
Yeah, 10-4. I can't believe what they want for that Royce 642. I had a perfect one, never done anything to it. If anything, only the modulation was turned up a little bit way back. I bought it from the original owner, and I didn't like it, like I've always said, because it didn't have a chip in it that you could modify. I'm sure that they could have tore everything out and put a less comm circuit in there, and you know what I mean? They could have done a lot. But back then, in 79 and 80, you didn't have all of that. You had a Digiscan, and they didn't make one for it. That chip wasn't modifiable. I'm not saying that somebody couldn't have built another circuit in there and put a whole nother board in there and made it work. But the technician that I had helping me and working on my stuff, he was head of the nuclear electronics in the Navy Yard, so he was pretty smart. Everybody, Slammer knows who he was. He worked on his stuff too. And if he couldn't do it, well, it couldn't be done. But anyway, sold it in 92, and poof, it was gone.
Yeah, that radio, you'd have had to replace the whole PLL circuitry. That one wasn't modifiable. You'd have had to go to hell and high water to do it. It's better just leave that radio alone. But now that one you got right now, that PLL02 chip in that thing will go all over the place. Yeah,
10-4. Well, I'm the way now. Probably if I'd had this radio back, way back, I would have had somebody try to do it, but I don't need that. I want the radio to stay as it is. You say it sounds good. That's all I care about. I've got radios that'll go everywhere. I mean, I got radios that talk on frequencies that nobody's supposed to talk on. So, if I want to listen or talk, I can do it. But I don't, I just like to stay around on the 23. Sometimes I'll go up to 38. Sometimes I'll go to 28. But I kind of like the lower ones there. I don't know, SWR likes it down here. I always had this theory that CB antennas were made the best when they were made when the 23-channel radios were at, and they never really did anything else to them to improve them. And I think that they just resonate better but around this frequencies here. That's my stupid opinion there. Well, let me stand by there, Night Ranger, and see who else wants to check in.
All right, go ahead.
Can I check in?
Come on and check.
It's Babaloo, that's who it is.
Come on, Babaloo, come on.
Yeah, Roger, man. I'm just checking out my little new Deuce, a 2-pill 1446. And I'm using an RCI 2950 to drive it. That's all I got over here. An Anton 99. Babaloo, check in.
10-4 there, Babaloo. Well, you're sounding good there. Sounding good. I wanted to ask you a question. The other day, you were trying to get back to the New Jersey Mud Duck. Did you ever get back to him?
New Jersey Mud Duck. Who would be that?
Well, you was out there talking Skip there, and it was trying to get back to someone called a New Jersey Mud Duck.
No, I don't remember that. All I know, I got Hollywood, I got his father, Philfa.
Well, anyway, that was me in the Mobile. I was just pulling your leg. That was me.
Oh, that was you. Wow. I don't know if I got you as that.
Yeah, you were trying to get back to me. You were saying, how about that New Jersey Mud Duck? How about it? But but you never would really get back. It was in and out. It was in and out. I was in a bad location, and I think you were in your, I don't know what you were doing over there.
Yeah, I was probably on my basement. Yeah, well, I must have missed it somehow. Sorry about that.
10-4, 10-4. Well, you sounded good. Okay, anybody else want to sign in for Old Radio Night?
Warren Scott on YouTube said he can hear you, 21.
Where's Warren at?
I don't know. Where you at, Warren? No reply on there. I'm waiting to see if he types it in on the chat.
Alexander the Great said the radio looked like his stereo set. What do you call it there? Sansui 8 AM FM amp combo. That's what he said.
Okay, Warren said he's in Nashville.
Oh, okay. Hello, Warren, if you can hear me. And Cowboy in the Hog Yard said hello, too.
Yeah, buddy, that Lafayette Telstar SSB, that'll look pretty back in the 70s, sitting next to my, at the time, brand new Technics SA300 stereo receiver. I'd have put them side by side, and they'd have been pretty.
10-4. It's the kind of radio that you could bring into the living room and your wife wouldn't throw it out in the trash, you know?
Oh, yeah. Like I said, that and the Royce 642, in my opinion, are the two prettiest CB basses that were ever made.
Yeah, those three light green meters that was just like the meter lights was just, no one else had those lights like that. And they were like a cool green. And it was, I mean, at night you could just sit there and look at those meters. And I'll tell you one thing, like I've always said, that radio was awesome on sideband. I don't remember ever having to really change the clarifier on it to do anything. I could just talk to people without sawing the thing back and forth, you know. I don't think that Rusty Hinge unlocked the clarifier on it, and I think it was dead on.
Well, as I mentioned once before, you know, Mike's Radio Repair, he loves that radio. He has one in one of his videos, and he just raves about that radio.
Yeah, a lot of people are on his case right now for having their radios for about a year and won't acknowledge that he's got them and they got their money.
I know he hadn't posted any videos in a while. I don't know what's going on with him. You know, it's been, a year or more since he posted a video, but hopefully hopefully he's doing okay. Hopefully it's not like a medical problem or something.
Well, he's alive because the guy, you know, you have to send in an email or send in this, you have to get this form, you have to have it, know where to get it at, to send it in to tell him what is wrong with your radio, and then he'll send you an estimate back. You send him the money, and then then you send him the radio. That's the way he's doing it now.
Yeah, and so people are claiming he's not returning the radios.
Yeah.
It makes me wonder what's going on there.
I don't know. I was going to send him a radio. I'd send him a Cobra 2000, that time, and he went through it and did a real good job on it. He found stuff in there that was wrong with it. I didn't even see that was wrong with it. I was looking around in there, and there was a problem in the back of it. I didn't even notice it, and he found that and did a lot of work to it, The only thing that I need to do is his solution to the meter sticking on one of them there, the meter stick, and either that or I'm going to buy a new set for $59 and just put it in. I don't know. But I might try to work on it, but, I don't know. But I was going to send him a certified mail, return receipt requested. So, that way he'd have to sign for it, and I'd know he got the letter.
Yeah. I've got some old realistic TRC 451s I'd like to get fixed. One of them's Crazy Ken. I mean, it works, but I don't know what the heck happened to it. Ken got bad and keyed it down too long, but the output's down. I mean, it's like not much of anything, but it's not all the way out. And I've replaced the drivers and the finals and everything I can find. There's something little in there, and I cannot figure it out. And so I've thought about, I've gone through it multiple times and can't fix it. So I've thought about sending that to him to get Crazy Ken's TRC 451 working again. And I've got my second one from the 80s, but it's got some scratches on the face. So well, do I really want to fix it when the scratches are there? Unless I can find a better face to put on it.
Yeah, 10-4. Captain Robert, he had back surgery. He said he just now got back, and I know about that. So I wanted to say I'm glad he's back. That Captain Robert, he's on the chat room there.
Alexander the Great. I had a tan and brown DNA Raider back in the 80s, which somebody sold him and said, oh, you got to wait 30 minutes for it to warm up, and they were lying. He got it, and of course it didn't work after 30 minutes after he bought it. Mark was pretty young at the time, so I said, well, let me look at it, and the plates were shorted together on the tune control, so I replaced it and got it working, and then he put it back on the air, and then he told the guy, he didn't tell him, the guy sold to him that I fixed it. He said, yeah, it started working after 30 minutes, just like you said. The guy tried to buy it back from Mark, and he wouldn't sell. But anyway, one showed up on eBay, because Mark no longer had it, and I said, I sent the link to Mark, and so now he's got him a mint, not completely mint, but a very good condition tan and brown DNA Raider, and he's going to send it to me at some point, and I'm going to go through and replace the caps and make sure everything's okay, so he'll have his vintage amplifier back.
Yeah, 10-4. Captain Lucky Lou said, good to hear that Night Ranger in there again. Night Ranger, tell that Lucky Lou how he can find your live stream now.
Just go to NR, like Night Ranger, nr.shadowstorm.com. Just type that into your web browser, nr.shadowstorm.com. It'll take you right to it.
10-4. And Keystone 223 Mobile's waving a hand.
Hey, him, I old crazy man said it.
Well, y'all jump in there, and I'm going to stand by and hogging up the channel. Crazy man, tell us something good.
I'm sitting over here settling out. Boy, third time today. I feel much better, and I don't ain't going back out. That's a good thing.
Lucky Lou said, okay, he'll do it there, Night Ranger. He's going to check it out. Yeah, copy. Hello, Bud Man. Come on in. Yeah, you're being heard on Channel 12. Come on.
Roger, roger.
think it is that dirty diaper, high roller 657. Good evening to you.
How's it going there, High Roller? Been a while there. How's it been going for you today?
Yeah, I'm on Hill's channel here. I'm on his channel at the moment. He's doing a lot of videos here. I turned the volume down because I didn't want to.
Yeah, Roger. Hey, High Roller, what's your location again?
He's in Maine.
Good evening to all of you there. I hope you all been doing good. Good to hear you all out there. 657 State of Maine.
Right there, 657. Hey, State of Maine, you're in there for Old Radio Night there. Tell us what you're talking on, and you're also on Night Ranger's got a live stream too there. He's got on his website.
He's already on it.
He's on it too, okay.
Hey, High Roller, here you coming in. Of course, you probably heard yourself on the video gate on my end. Norman in Oklahoma says, hey.
Hello, Oklahoma. Norman, you said Norman?
Yeah, actually, it's Dean Weaver, Norman, Oklahoma. Maybe that's the name of the town or city. But Dean Weaver, and he said hello from Norman, Oklahoma. So maybe that's the location.
All right, go ahead. Warren wants to see what your radio sounds like. Dick, talk a little bit so Warren can hear you.
Okay, Warren. Yeah, this is the Midland 79892, completely stock hand mic. Nothing done to it, not boogered up in any way. Dead on frequency. I took it out of the box and just checked all the crystal oscillators and lined them all back up with a really good frequency counter. It wasn't far off to begin with. It was pretty much just about spot on. So I lined it up with my Kenwood 590 ESG. But yeah, it's mint. Not peaked, not nothing. No boogered, no nothing.
And Roger, yeah, he said it sounds good there, Night Ranger.
That's a good little radio, and boys, it's got a sweet receiver on it. I use one of these in the mobile. The one I got in the mobile, you know, it's got more of a used look to it, but it's a great, it's a pretty good AM radio, and it's a great sideband radio. It doesn't drift all over the place. It's nice.
Roger. Well, Warren, how am I sounding on Night Ranger's radio? How am I sounding on Night Ranger's radio? You'll have to hop back over. Night Ranger, Jim Anderson said there's a real good CB shop up there in, where did he say it was? Oh, Chesapeake, called Signal Communications, and the guy's name is Bill, and he said he's the only one I trust my radios to, so there's you a recommendation right there. Bill from Signal Communications in Chesapeake.
Maybe I've been to his website. That Signal Communication sounds familiar. I've seen that name somewhere. Yeah, that old realistic TRC 451. Ken's had it since like 1984 or 85, and I've gone through it, tried to fix it, and I can't figure it out. I mean, it works. It's just the power's down, and I mean, I've replaced the driver, the final, the pre-driver. I've replaced the freaking balance modulator. I've gone through all that stuff. I cannot figure it out.
305. You're making a trip over here in Boston, brother.
All right, sound like that 97 out of Boston's coming in there. Let me stand by. Hey, Boston, go ahead.
Hey, Dirty Diaper 101 Boston, brother. Welcome Radio Night.
What's up, 101? How's the weather treating you up there?
I am sweating. The radio room is kind of hot, man. A little muggy, man, but it is what it is.
There's a big mess out there.
Yeah, 101, you should have saved some of that cold weather and saved it till now. That way you'd have had some there in your radio room. All right, there, 101, you got a couple more in there. I ain't going to holler at you. 101, he's sounding good down here for Old Radio Night. 21, standing by.
Yeah, Dirty Diaper. I'm waiting for that sea breeze, man, but it ain't coming. Take it easy, man. Welcome Radio Night, everybody.
Out up here in the state of Maine.
You gonna try to get him there, Night Ranger?
I don't know how very who am I vertical or not. Hey, State of Maine up there, Radio Vac, High Roller.
That's 101. 101.
And 101, hello to you too.
I know, isn't that crazy, man? I can't hear you for some reason.
Well, I'm just on this little vertical antenna. Normally when I talk to you up on sideband, I'm up on that lazy H, which will smoke into Maine, but this is just a little vertical antenna, just does better locally. I go over there and get on that Kenwood and fire it up in that lazy H, you'll probably hear me.
I can hear you on the computer, so that's all good. We're still making contact.
Yeah, we're cheating through the internet. But you heard it the other night, Dirty Diaper, and we had that guy running that video gate. I was talking to him on the J-pole, and he was saying it was kind of weak, and then you heard what that signal did when I jumped to that lazy H and was talking to that guy during the video gate in New Jersey.
Oh yeah, you blew him out up there.
That lazy H, it is impressive on talking skip, it is. I mean, I've done like A-B comparisons with it and, other antennas. The only antenna that lazy H doesn't beat is the 6-element collinear array.
10-4 did Slammer go 10-7? What about Budman?
Man, I did
Guess we lost Budman and Slammer.
I've been so busy working on everybody's radio. What's going on? I ain't time to do much of nothing.
Roger. Yeah, hello there, 45. That high roller up in Maine and is in there. Is that? Let me get out. Let me stand by there, 45. Tell us what you're talking on.
Hello, Tim. I'm on my little preamp. I got an Intron 99 about, let's say, probably about 45, 50 foot up, and what else am I talking? Oh, Galaxy 55, and a microphone hooked on a boom. I don't even know what kind of mic it is, so that's it, man. But I want to get in there, say hello.
10-4, well, Crazy Man's there, Night Ranger, Adam 12 might still be in there, and High Roller and 101's in there probably. All right, hey, I'm going to be standing by.
What happened to me?
Yeah, what happened to Babaloo?
Oh yeah, Babaloo. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about him. He you can always get him in there.
Oh boy, we all doubled up together. I don't have as much ears as I used to 21 or Talk Power for that matter, but it's doing okay. I lost my copy on Night Ranger. I guess the hype was helping me with that, but I can't hear him anymore.
Now, Ranger, can you hear him?
Yeah, I can hear him. What, he drop his antenna down or have to replace it?
Yeah, 10-4. It burn it up. Burn up the coax.
Oh, all right. Must have been using some small coax or one great big amp.
Yeah, he got in there yodeling one night and burned it up.
Yeah, I got a little bit of a copy on your Night Ranger. You come in there a little bit.
Well, maybe you can get the antenna back up over there. I'm pumping about all I can pump right now out of this old DNA Maverick.
Well, I would need a relay. I don't know what he said.
I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the chat there for 101 Bullfrog. One more time there, Night Ranger. Tell them how to get on your live stream. nr@shadowstorm.com.
No. nr.shadowstorm.com. nr like Night Ranger. nr.shadowstorm.com. Just put that in your web browser. It'll take you right to my YouTube webpage.
nr.shadowstorm.com.
Yep, that's it.
10-4.
One comment about this radio for those that don't know. This is sideband mobile, but it's got one odd feature. The clarifier is on the back of the hand mic, which of course kind of messes with you if you want to put a power mic on it, since there's no clarifier on the face. But if you're in the mobile, it's pretty nice, really, because you don't have to reach down the radio to adjust the clarifier. You just reach your finger back to the back of the microphone and dial somebody in.
How many pins is on the mic?
Maybe 5 or 6. I'll have to count them.
Well, that's all right. I mean, I knew it couldn't have been a 4-pin.
Yeah, no, it's at least 5, maybe 6.
And 4.
But it's got pretty good sideband audio. This is what I use it anyway. Is I use it on sideband in the mobile, so I'm happy with it. I don't need that big blaring power mic audio anyway.
And 4.
Almost on the camera, I'm gonna show the back of the microphone so the viewers can see it. The autofocus is turned off, so it's probably gonna be a little fuzzy. That right there is the clarifier. If you're looking at it, let's see. Switch over. This little thing right there. That's actually a clarifier. That's not the mic gain. So yeah, that's the clarifier, not the mic gain that I just showed on the video gate.
Joy Johnson said hello too. Yeah, come on.
Yeah. What about Bob Blue? You out there? Hey, Bob Blue, where you go? Okay, appreciate it. We're back out.
No, come on in there. I'm talking too much now.
I get Bob Blue come back out there.
I'd have to call him on the phone.
I looked up my phone today. I found out what's wrong with it. That doggone red rubber piece unlined. Well, I didn't burn up my battery inside the phone. I took that rascal off, pulled it in the trash can, and kept the phone. And that gonna thing working fine.
Oh.
Tell me, excuse me, anything I would put on my phone, I'd knock him upside the head with it.
I don't know how that's burning it up, but anyway.
Going down to killing my battery too quick. I couldn't get out. I was always getting hot on the back of the phone, that's one thing.
What's up, crazy man?
Oh, 45, I thought you'd let you and Dyke Ranger and the rest of them shoot the breeze what time you did. Hey, Matt, how you been doing over there?
Oh, we've been doing all right. Sure enough, man, you sounding good over here. Sounding fantastic.
You too. I keep half them flowers and let you keep the other half.
All right, we'll split up the bouquet.
That 40, who's that other Roger beat behind that 45 beat?
$45, I'll have to try to get with you later about that joke about the bouquet of flowers. I can't remember exactly how it is, but this isn't a place to try to figure it out.
Alrighty then.
It's one of those jokes right up your alley.
Okay. I don't know if I want that. So let me understand, so now Night Ranger's video feed is no longer going to be on that pirate, it's going to be on that nr.shadow, I wrote it down over there, .com thing?
You can find it in both places.
He had Skipgate running today on YouTube. Now he's got his, web page there with his streaming thing on it there.
Tell him the Carolina Pirate's still valid. It's just nr.shadowstorm.com. It's just an easier way to get to it. It's just a shortcut to the Carolina Pirate place, but they both go to the same place.
Did you hear that, 45?
Nope.
Carolina Pirate is still good. It'll get you to the same place. It's just easier to get there with nr.shadowstorm.com.
Okie dokie, I got it now. I got it. It's written down over there. Appreciate the info there, 9 Ranger.
What about me?
Yeah, and appreciate the relay there, 21.
Thank you. Yeah.
That's no, Mr. Roger me about that. One don't never say nothing.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's that white truck.
Yeah, that right truck.
I saw that white truck today. I almost went over there to say hello, but I was busy. I'm coming back from a service call in St. James.
Okay. You need to pull right up south instead of pull out of them. What? Of course, you got your britches that fell down to your ankles.
Did Babalu ever get back?
Negative. He should have travel one of them damn Piranha cars. He don't like that car. That's too little for him.
OBP says hello, everybody. That's Oscar Bravo Papa, OBP.
How about that? The crazy man in Carolina waving him back.
He's like one of the original ones that started, or I don't know, he's one of the people with Old Tube Radio Network, one of the original guys there, Old Tube Radio Network, that comes on at 11 o'clock our time. I think 8 o'clock out there in California, out of Fresno area. And they've been on there a long time, 35-some years out there. And it's a real good show. And they'll have pictures of the radios that the guys are actually talking on. And some of them kind of really never seen before. And like General Radio Telephone, the General Radio Telephone radio, you know, it's made in Burbank, California. I had never seen one of them in person, only seen them on eBay, and they guess they didn't get over here too much, you know. Mainly over here we had Johnson's and stuff like that, you know, back then, Johnson and I don't know what else, Radio Shack and Lafayette and things like that, but I don't know, unless it was some serviceman or somebody that had a few dollars, would get them shipped all the way over to the East Coast, you know. CC didn't like them after a while because they had that select call that sounded like a Tweety Bird in there. Now, I know that a lot of the other radios had them too. I know I've got several of them for a Johnson Messenger too. I've never tried them. I just got them because I could get them. And I don't know if they sound the same as the General Radio Telephone as the Tweety Bird thing or not. I've never heard one. I don't know. Maybe he'll tell us. Maybe that OBP will tell us. That'll be a good question for Dennis tonight. Okay, well, I'm going to shut up.
Okay, be quiet then. We'll get it.
Thank you.
Hold down there, crazy.
Hey, where you go? What you had to do? Go see a tire? You went outside, take something, or you want to check off for your tires, or what?
I didn't get that.
You come across the radio wall, good, disappear, but that's enough time you can go check off for your tires if it's still got air in them.
Gotcha.
I broke the channel hard for you. You know, get back to that Babalu.
Right, Joe, crazy. Let him get on with his radio name.
Yeah, it's about 13 or 14 minutes to 9 now. We started at 8 o'clock.
Hey.
Remember, he didn't stay that long. He was, poof, he gone. think that son tore him up.
OBP said it'd go beep boop. That one on the Johnson, it'd go beep boop, beep boop.
That person just like a what's called that other bird up. He used to make a noise. Like that. Off oil.
Yeah. Somebody come in there a while ago, way out there. Who was that come in there way out there? How about the Not Man, you out there?
The chicken man, that donut got a hole in it.
Yeah, how about the Chicken Man? Got to have a special introduction for the Chicken Man.
It's the same one you talked to. No.
No.
Chicken man right here got good fried chicken. He got a donut, got a hole in it.
Oh.
What he told me.
I'll tell you what, talking about that, I had that donut chicken sandwich that they had at Kentucky Fried Chicken that time it came out. I got it, but I tell you what, I suffered after I ate that thing, man.
I bet you had a doggone heartburn between here and next week.
Well, it wasn't heartburn. I don't like donuts anyway, and I sure don't like them hot. And it was hot with a chicken breast in there, you know, piece of chicken. It was all right, but like I say, I don't like donuts, and I don't like them hot. And, you know, and I like donuts if they got a filling in them. You know, my favorite is the lemon, and I will eat the chocolate one, but I don't, yeah, blueberries too, but just regular donuts, and I don't like them hot. Like I say, I'd rather have them a little cold, but that thing was, man, it was overpowering. I don't know if they still sell them or not.
Doggone wonder they didn't make the chicken have a heartburn.
Come on. I know, it was something hard to get over. I had to try it because it was some big deal. You know, they built it up, and, you know, they made me feel bad because I didn't go get one. I said, I'm not putting up with this. I'm not having them making me feel bad because I can't have one. So I went over there and got one, you know. But donuts and coffee now, that is good. I like the donut sticks, you know, a little bit thicker or something, you know. That's good. Now you're talking something I can eat. But just to go say, look here, you know what I want? I'm just woke up in the morning and I'm thinking, man, I'm going to go get me a baker's dozen and an extra free one for donuts. I've got to go get a whole thing and eat about half of them now. But if I had one and with some coffee, I wouldn't kick it out. Oh yeah, there was a time when I'd eat it, but you know, I'm not diabetic and I don't want to be. My brother was near the end of his life there, and I'm just I'm not scared of it, but I don't want to, you know. So I've been trying to stay away from a lot of that sweet stuff. Seems like it does kind of give me a spike. It kind of it makes me feel bad when I eat something real sweet. I don't know why. Now I can eat pecan pie and it don't bother me, but some of that stuff does. But anyway, but if you ever get a chance, I don't know if they still make it or not, you have to do it. You have to do it. Just go ahead and break down and try that donut chicken sandwich. Yeah, you'll be surprised.
No. Negative.
Chicken and donuts, I like donuts back in the days when I was munching gumbo, you know, glazed donuts, man, and old fast milk. chicken nowadays. I don't want it in no different. Hey, I'm going to eat back on like I eat there. Good evening to you once again. 21 crazy man. 195. Going to eat back on like I eat there.
Well, talk about it. He's an old guy. 67. I wish I could see 67 to know what I know now. You turkey. Turkey. You know. You ain't old, you're young, like a chicken.
Hey, 195, yeah, you got me beat by a few days there. Man, you was about the same age there, because mine's the 28th of this month. They're same year, same age there. All right, there, 195. I'm glad somebody's a little older than me. Crazy man don't count, because he's kind of like an old truck I had. It had 100 mile, 100,000 on it, and it done turned over 3 times. All right, I'm back out.
Oh boy, they're still working.
Hey, 21, have a blessed night, my friend. We're going to meet him again. Hey, sometime I hear you, man, with DX, but when DX be rolling in there, be so hard to New York, yes. And I'm trying to get the DX land out bottom and haul it back at you, because I'm trying to talk to DX land. Hey, 21, if that's what happens, if nothing, I'm ignoring you, but DX be talking. 21, 195, stepping so good.
Yeah, Roger, on that there. Yeah, 10-4. Mainly, I try to holler there if I hear you in there, and I know y'all talking. I don't like to bust in on no skip, but I just get in there in my mobile. But it won't be long there. But I ain't gonna say nothing. But anyway, we'll wait a little while, and then I'll holler again. All right, at 195, 21, I'm gone.
Yeah, he gets on that beams he got over there, that 195. You get it.
Yeah, okay. All right, crazy man. I'm going to eat back like I used to. I was just going to look down first, and I heard you talk to
No, don't believe that, 21. He'll be back. I guarantee you, he'll be burning, because I'm going to burn him for him. I love to pick at him.
My Ranger done went 10-7.
Oh, no, I'm sitting there listening.
Got this key on him.
Oh,
Oh, no, I'm right here listening.
okay.
Couldn't stop my finger quick enough to go in and deal for him. I think I got this key on him.
After, when Mark gets his DNA Raider to me, I might have to put it on old radio night before I send it back to him. Probably just need some old caps. May not need anything else. But I'm going to yank the original caps out and put new ones in it. As long as the tubes are good and nothing else is messed up, I'll stick it on old radio night and let him hear it on your video gate.
That'll be great.
Yeah, he had a realistic TRC 432 back then, a 40-channel AM only bass and a Turner Plus 2, which sounded pretty good actually. And for a short time, he had that DNA Raider. And yeah, I was kind of proud listening to him talk on it after I brought it back to life.
One of these days, I rebuilt that 10-tube DNA Phantom, and I've been working on that 12-tube one there. And one of these days, I wanted to. I don't know exactly. I got to go through that 10. It might be a shorter tube. I don't know, but it kept blowing fuses there. I still think it was that dadgum capacitor I put in there that was a bipolar capacitor. I never did like that name. And so I think that thing might be causing me trouble. I'm going to yank that out of there, and then I'm going to go back and see how it does. I think that thing is what's giving me a little trouble.
Well, I mean, does it blow the fuse as soon as you kick it down, or you talk on it a while and then it blows the fuse?
Can't remember.
Well, the easiest way on a Phantom or a Maverick, to find that tube, if you got a tube that's shorting, I mean, it sounds a little dangerous, but you got to be careful, is you take that shell case off and you set it up on its side with the bottom facing you, so you can look up into the tube from the base of the tube socket. And if that thing, you're talking on it, one of them shorting, you'll see a flash inside the base of that tube, and that'll tell you which tube's doing it. Because sometimes they'll test positive, they'll test good. It's when they get hot that something finally shorts. And that's how I finally found a bad tube on my DNA Phantom, was I set it up, and then I finally saw the flash in the base of the tube after I sat there and talked on it a while.
Okay, well, I'll try that.
You just don't stick your finger up in there and get that 900 volts up your on your tongue because you want to check it for voltage.
No, I had enough of that day. I got shocked by that welding machine. I was trying to put another spool of wire in that MIG welder, and I had my leg touching. I had a pair of short pants touching the fender on the trailer I was welding on. And I grabbed a hold of that wire to try to feed it into that inside, and it shocked the crap out of me, but it's all right.
900 volts might put you in the ground, or it just might, yeah. A troubleshooter, a friend of mine, he got zapped by his Ameritron AL80. Fortunately, he survived. He's not alive anymore. Something else got him, but yeah, he got popped by his Ameritron. That's what, 3,000 volts?
Yeah, they'll blow your fingers off. That's what happened to Bo Weevil, Armadillo Man, and that's what got Country Boy, killed him.
Yeah, buddy, that's some dangerous stuff. But it sure is sweet when it's working. But yeah, you don't want to touch that.
And I'd rather fight them than a transistor box there, I tell you. But anyway, Lucky Lou said hello to Crazy Man.
Hello, bye to you too.
Hey, Crazy Man.
Hey, how you doing?
Can you keep Night Ranger entertained while I go get a drink of water?
A drink of water, that's all you can get. One drink of water, you better get a whole down on the gallon, because it can be hot.
Yeah, well, I got air conditioning. I'm going to go get me a bottle of water, and I'll be right back.
I'm so glad you say bottled water this time. You drink both of them Coca-Colas they give you, then they give your wife one?
Yeah, they were gone soon before I got out on the street.
I figured that little bottle ain't get to it. I don't know what I was thinking about when I grabbed them.
Yeah, what I do, I put the end in my mouth and squeeze it and shoot it down.
I know you right. Just like they drag on 8 ounce I got over here at my house, like, they don't last me a long time in the house, and I'll be out there working, and it's gone.
In for.
Ain't back yet?
No.
Ooh. I figured I was on night range. I mean, not night ranger. Damn it. Think about you, night ranger, about the old radio over here. I went on the caboose.
The Royce.
Yeah, that old one.
That's 621.
Yes, sir. I thought I'd let you take it up to the 21, get a chance. Take it over there, let you set it over there, and let you play with it.
All right, I'll play with it. I've got some time right now.
Yeah, 14. Yeah, if you get time to do it.
I got some time right now, so I can look at it. I'll see if I can figure it out. If not, I'll just say, I don't know what's wrong with it, Crazy Man.
So you get back to 21 and set it up on the shelf.
Well, hopefully it's nothing major. Some of those Royces have proprietary chips, and if those some of those radios, you open them up, and it's basically one big chip and a bunch of little small parts on some of the later ones. If that great big radio and a chip goes, it's done.
Well, it sounds like it's trying to break down bad. I don't know what it is. I keep hearing funny noise in them, and whoop, back off and ain't can talk no more.
I don't know if that's one of them, but yeah, you look. I remember you look on the schematic on some of those later model Royces. I think it has like Q101, and you open them up, you're like, "Where's the damn rest of the radio?" And there's this big chip in there.
I know you're right.
DOT says he faintly hears us in Toronto, Canada.
Okay.
21 Dirty Dive will be probably the loudest one. He's on that that shockwave antenna at 100 feet. I've got an antenna that'll smoke into Canada, but it's hooked up to my Kenwood. It's a horizontal lazy H antenna with more gain and better takeoff. It'll smoke up in there to Canada, but this little vertical J-pole is just better for local.
Yeah, 14. Yeah, Tony once said he'd been hunting out of his house all day working. I see why he always quit. Hey. One of the stuff he had to do, maybe the only thing I did was up to the food line. I found out, waiting on that old lady to move the car out my way where I could park back underneath that tree over the bugger. Right on this side of the food line in the College Park Road there. When he come back out, the truck wouldn't be hot. Well, it took 10 minutes to get out the dang on with him. I said, lady, you got leave? She said, yeah. And I said, when? happened there before the carrier didn't say nothing?
It wasn't me. Who wants to come in?
You got to clean up that piece of radio you got out there. It ain't saying nothing.
Ain't me.
I know it ain't you. You got a Roger beating stronger.
I hear you, man. Hey, I just wanted to tell you what was going on, though. Well, I might stay for a little minute.
I pretend if you young kid, you got a Roger beat like we are. That's what I read Roger beats for. When you're on key, you know you finish talking, you hear that Roger beat come on, and then you can talk.
That's right.
Somebody else you use first try to aggravate something. Somebody, we got used to it, and that's not nobody. That's how I key up over it. Ain't strong enough to key on nobody.
I think it's past your bedtime, isn't it, crazy?
Not my bad, John. It's too early for that.
Uh-huh.
My kittens ain't came on the porch yet. Wait till them come up on the porch. Then I go out and check on it. They made it. They do. I go at the door and latch it. When nobody's stealing that off my front porch. They put some food down and for them in case they wake up in the middle of the night. They'll get hungry and snack. I 21.
Who's that calling for Dirty Diaper?
Who's that out there?
Can't be sure you said Great Ghost or what?
Run up past the Gray Ghost in Ladson.
Well, then I don't know. I know I heard him say Great Ghost.
DOT said he was hearing us a little bit up in, where is he? He's in Toronto, Canada.
Yeah, who's that said that?
DOT's on my video chat.
Oh, okay. Got to get those beams back up there. I'll get that rotor back maybe in another week.
Crazy man.
Come on there, Slowpoke.
Yeah, I don't know why I talked to you bad-mouthing me a minute ago while I was trying to get on frequency.
I don't know what you mean about trying to bad-mouth you for the carrier.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That ain't bad-mouthing.
Yeah, I ought to be there now.
Oh, you sound good when you keyed up, though. I heard you crack up a bit.
Yeah, it's that old ZD I did that mid on the month of Sundays there, but it's going now.
Yeah, poor Teddy, I was talking to 449. He said, you know what happened to you? Because he heard from you for a little while. I said, shoot, you don't ever get on the radio.
I hadn't been on there much lately. It's the daggum hot anymore. And I come out here and it takes so long to cool this joint down, Roger.
Well, you got a big burn or what?
I just got an old window unit stuck in the wall, and it takes it a while to cool it down when it's this hot.
You got that right. That's why I keep my radio inside the house. I ain't got no boss. Nobody tell me can do what I can do, what I can't do. My bump over that. My first wife tried that. Back in Waterbury, where I used to go by Curly Q. I say, no way. I said, you don't make get rid of the radio, you pay the bills then.
Yeah. It's been miserable hot out here. I mean, blazing hot there, Roger.
You got that right. Especially when there's only one working out in all that heat today. Whew, I thought it was hot today. You wait till tomorrow, though.
About it, Pope. Go ahead. What's up, 45?
Ain't nothing at all. Sounds like I got some RF on my signal, man. I don't know if that's just on my end or what, but want to say hello to you.
Well, hello to you, and I hope you and Miss Nancy's are doing okay there.
Yeah, we're doing all right. We're getting by. We're enjoying our grandchild and all that good stuff. Yeah, man. Sure enough, good to hear you out there, though.
Well, it's good to be out here. Just fiddling around, thought I'd run out here. I turned the old AC on a little bit over there. It does get hot out here, and it takes it a while to cool off.
Oh, I bet. I bet it does. Same thing over here. It takes it a while.
Yeah. Well, when it's as hot as it was the other day, I went outside there and pebbled around about 10 minutes, not doing nothing. Had on a t-shirt, and it was raining wet there, Roger.
Oh, I don't doubt that. Not one bit. It's been hot as heck.
You know if Two's gone back yet or not? I talked to him the other day for just a minute. We tried to find us some place to go eat and couldn't come up with nothing now where you could dine in there, Roger.
Yeah, I think he's at the house. I believe he's back building some stuff. Yeah, I think he's back in town now. Unless he was sending me photos that were from before, but I'm pretty sure he's home right now.
Maybe in Alabama. He said he was going down there for a while too, there, mess around down there and with Chris a little bit there, Roger.
Oh yeah, he might be. That might be where he was, for sure, man. But yeah, we're doing all right. I don't know if you heard, but I burnt my feed line up going up in the tall antenna, so I had to put another one up. It's about 50 foot, but I sure do miss that other 50 feet.
Well, it sounds good out here. You ain't missing nothing. You're sounding real good there. And I'm on that old ZD2 there, so you know the difference in a ham radio and a CB radio as far as receive.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I appreciate that, man. I am missing it a little bit, the receive that it used to give me, but I really am thrilled to hear that it's making a good trip out there at least. I appreciate it.
Sounding good. Let me back out here. You and Nate have a good one there now. Take care of yourself there. The old virus seems getting rough. Talking to my daughter there a few minutes ago. She'd been on call today and said they had a boy 30-year-old die today and had one yesterday. It's pretty young, but that passed too there. Roger?
I know. I'm trying to get people to take it serious, man, because it's knocking people off left and right, man. But we'll take care of you too. Give me a shout sometime. If we ever get through this situation, we'll get together, man.
Yeah, we'll give it a shot there. Yeah, if she does where she works at this hospital, she can tell you exactly what's going on, and about every bed they got's full of it, and it's just the virus out every one of them. Even for in surgery recovery, they've had to put beds in there for them there, Roger.
I heard about it. Awful.
What hospital is she at?
Be careful, and we'll catch you later.
Where's the hospital that she's at?
All right. You what, Craze?
That's Night Ranger. Where's the hospital that she's at? Where's that located?
She works at Somerville Medical, there, Roger?
Okay.
Hello there, hey, Slowpoke. Good to hear you.
Good to hear you, 21. Be sounding good over here, give and sound tonight.
And for you too there. Yeah, I've been off for a week and won't go back till Tuesday. And I'm all amongst a bunch of people down there, so I've been glad I was off for a little while, but probably when I get back, it'll be the same old thing. But anyway, well, what can you do?
I just live with it. All you can do is be as careful as you can now, Roger.
10-4, well, I'm also washing my feet now, too.
That's a good deal. Just wash everything.
10-4. All right, well, I'm going to stand by.
Okay, we're standing by here, too.
talked to Chain Gang yesterday on the phone there, Craze.
Yeah, I didn't get to talk to him too long today. He said you got to hurry up, get in the house, take a shower and all that. You got a bunch of company coming in today.
Yeah, well, his condition, he don't need to be outside too much nohow.
I told him he's a doggone fool yesterday when I was for him over there. And what the world you riding this lawnmower out there in falling sun, no cap, no sweat rag. I said, now you got your brand new sweat rag, wet it, put it around your shoulder, and get your daggone hat on.
Yeah, I mowed yesterday too, but I waited till late yesterday afternoon until it cooled down a little bit there, Roger.
Got that ready. I think I cut the back of it first in the morning. In the afternoon, up front up there be shady.
Yeah, those old timers can't take too much of that.
You got that right. He's younger than me.
Oh, well, it is what it is, I guess.
Think something wrong. He told me when I was talking about him, trying to get him to key up that radio up, not on the radio. I heard everything you said, but I said, I can get your key up, you wouldn't do it.
Yeah, he'd been messing around with another antenna he'd bought or something there, hadn't he?
Oh, yeah. He's been over there. I think he got it up. He cut a tree down yesterday. He ordered a gas chainsaw and turned around and sent him an electric one. He said, bump all that. Go ahead and use the electric one. He tied one up on the extension ladder, put it up real high and tied the top of the way up the tree there. That's how one sitting back side of his bedroom over there on the back side of his house there where the tree was sitting there. He got it down though. He's up around 4 or 5 feet up in the air though.
Yeah, he was worried about the wind getting them there and blowing them down on the roof there because some of them old trees has got over there, the tops of them are dead on them there, Roger.
Oh yes, about 5 more to go. Get them down, don't it? That's cool. We'll hit that house.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna back out of here and listen there for a few minutes. Ain't gonna stay out here long. Gotta get up in the morning and go to church there, Roger.
Now, 42, Roger, pray for all of us, I tell you, everybody just like my sister. She working downtown at the market. She said, brother, don't worry about it. Because when I get home every afternoon, I put my good clothes down to the shop. Shed back there, the little shit you got to wash clothes at. Put a house coat, pajamas and all back there, and she took everything off of her. She wore down the market, took them all out, put them in a coat sack bag, keep them the end of the week. After that, she took it to a laundromat and wash it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna sit here for a minute, and I'll let you get back to somebody else there. You have a good one over there, and we'll catch you later.
And that's what I suppose you take care of, my friend. And say, God bless you, and that boy, your family there. They call me 116, we back out.
Well, my skip's trying to come in a little bit there.
I got, man, they quiet making it out yet.
I was just kind of scanning around on the band a little bit.
Someone else in Toronto said they could hear us weekly.
That's you, Night Ranger?
Yeah.
Well, Crazy Man tried to key on you.
Hey, quit that, crazy man. What you want to key on me for?
If I heard you, Mr. Soup, that's the key on somebody. Go ahead and tell 21 while I stand by the old Royce over here. About you keeping it over there. You said you had some time to mess with it.
Oh yeah, he wants me to look at that Royce. I told him I'd look at it.
Well, I thought you said that it worked. You didn't know what you did to it, and then it started working. And then, I don't know, you what happened to it now? The last time I heard you had it on there talking on it.
That rascal started acting like something going bad.
All right, Next time I come over there, I'll look at it and see what's going on.
You might have to hit it with the hammer like I always do with my microphones.
Break.
Come on, break.
Come on, Breaker.
Yeah, is that you guys down there in South Carolina?
Yeah, 10-4, come on.
Ah, sweet deal. DX came up. I was listening to you guys on Night Ranger's video there.
Yeah, 10-4, yeah. Where are you at?
So, my number is 177. I'm up in Toronto, Canada. Name here is Kevin.
Yeah, Roger there, 177. Yeah, I got one going too, live on YouTube there. Old Radio Night, Dirty Diaper 21 there, Roger.
Very good. Okay, I just thought I'd jump in there, fired up my amp, and figured I'd give it a shot.
Yeah, let me stand by so you can get back to that Night Ranger. But check out mine too there and comment on the chat room there. It's Dirty Diaper 21, Old Radio Night, and it'll say Lafayette, Telstat, SSB 140, and today's date. Okay, we standing by.
Yeah, very good. I'll look you up. I just wrote it down. How about it, Night Ranger?
Yeah, if you can hear me on my vertical, this antenna is just fair for skip. Usually it's horizontal for skip, but if you can hear me, 177, I got you coming in good.
Yeah, I got you in there. I'm actually running horizontal. I had a better copy on you guys on the flat side, so I tried it out that way, and it worked better. So I hope you're hearing me okay.
Yeah, I got you about S8. You're doing real well. Yeah, I've got horizontal antennas too, but not on this radio. I've got my ham radio hooked up to those, and yeah, those antennas work a lot better for skip. But talking local, these guys are all on vertical, so.
Okay, sounds good. Hey, it's a real pleasure to talk to you. I've really enjoyed your website. I love the nostalgia. It's awesome. So thanks for doing it, and really great. I actually managed to modulate with you. Back to you.
You know, those old Crazy Ken and I made all those recordings, or most of those, back around 1984 and 85, and I mean, I listen to those things, and it's almost like I'm back in time. You know, it makes me. Sometimes I wake up and you know, it's like I can't believe I'm in 2020 because, you know, those recordings keep everything so fresh. It's like my head's still in the mid-1980s.
Well, you know what? You clearly have a better memory than I do, and I love sort of reading your pages, and I feel like I'm back there in the day. So there's a couple other stations on the frequency, so I'm going to go back and listen over on the video stream. Anyway, glad I could make it down there. All the best, guys. 7-3, 177 Toronto, clear.
Okay, 177. Thanks for coming in. Sounding great down here. Night Ranger, back on the side.
Hey, 177, before you go, do you do any Facebook groups like CB groups on there? Oof, he's gone.
He came in as quick as he was wrong. Oh, beep beep. Just like a road runner. Beep beep. Making all that noise.
Yeah, come on in.
All that noise from you?
Not all from me there, but a little bit.
I did it. Crazy man said it.
Yeah, come on with the noise there, Bree.
Crazy man noise?
Well, that's Babaloo.
I think it was. Out there, Babaloo? It was me.
Yes, 21, Dirty Diaper. Who's that out there?
Oh, Dirty Diaper. You making recordings again, that Dirty Diaper?
Yeah, I got you live on YouTube right now, Tempo.
Dirty Diaper, you got 219, Pennsylvania. 219. We haven't had that Dirty Diaper.
Yeah, Roger, 219. Yeah, I'm going to post it. I've got it on YouTube right now. It's live on YouTube, and I'm going to post it on CB Show and Tell later on tonight there, Roger. All right, then I'll be standing by. 219-21, back out.
Dirty Diaper, you got a copy, sir? Where's that Dirty Diaper go? Break it.
Crazy man and Night Ranger, I'll be right back, and whoever else, I gotta let Annie get back in the house.
Put down.
Okay.
Hey, Crazy, still there?
That's not always here.
Yeah, how am I coming to you? It's another 2-pill I got here, but these got these are HGs.
Now, for that, I got it around 7, swinging up to around 8. Good modulation.
Well, Joe, thanks, man. Let me get off. I'll get out of the way.
Ain't in my way. You do, I don't know it.
No, I thought 21 was still there.
So you went outside and just Andy, the dog, white dog you got over, laid him back in the house.
Oh, so it's just you and me?
The night ranger's out there. A few of them might be out there. I don't know. There might be that one out there with the Roger feet. That's the one that don't never talk. Don't say nothing. Beep, beep.
Yeah, Roger. Night Ranger, you still out there? It's Babalu, man. Just waving.
Night Ranger. Went one time downstairs and went to see Uncle John.
Yeah, Roger. All right.
Babalu. Babalu.
Yeah, come on.
Thank you, too.
What's that?
Thank you.
All right, Joe.
But you're going to load a job and I sat there one night, one day. That night I've been put in the window, fell across the street, put it together. We put it in, when you put all the thing together, and you know what you're doing. Put it up and run, close the run, seal it with that, bam, there it is.
Yeah, there is.
It's, in the morning, I get up and say, goodness, I look, why the world doing the damn blanket on me? Damn, I must got cold now when I got out from under the cover. That was a little chilly in here, but yeah, I like that. I better tell Babalu, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, Roger, man.
I haven't figured that little rascal would do it. They're doing it. When you walk outside, thank goodness, feel like you stepped in the oven. When you turn around and see out that wall come bolt out the door, oh yes. I hurry up and got in the house and closed the door up on him.
Roger, glad it's working out.
Oh yeah. Oh, read over there next door. You got that change up the middle one you got in the kitchen. There's a woman, ain't nothing wrong with that AC in the kitchen. That damn thing keeping the whole damn on 3-room school. I ain't gonna take that damn thing out. It ain't broken, don't mess with it.
Yeah, right. I mean, that there would take care of your whole trailer, man. It took half of my house. It's a good little unit.
Well, that one I got up in the unit and sitting here. $250 for it. From Taylor, that's how a place to go get a damn unit, too.
Well, the one I saw you had in the middle there, it wasn't putting out that much, but it was kind of old. But that one I got, the one in the back there, well, you can just leave it there, but if you put that in the middle of the house there, it'll take care of your whole house.
That's what he ought to do.
Well, I guess in the kitchen now. I hate to break it to you. It might look old, but it's not. That's all that cooking in your grease getting all over it. And so I thought it tilt up in the, on the outside, you're supposed to have it tilt down, no up. And it's still up. I could get that rascal to get down where I can go back outside in the yard, better than going through my wall into my floor and rotting it out again.
Oh, okay.
27 years old.
Hey, I'm gonna be 69 this year.
Oh, the women better hide from you than 69 and 69. That's what I did. The woman up there.
Uh-oh, I had to key down on him, see? I'm doing that recording.
About that little dinky little.
Uh-oh, gotta key down.
Ain't no beach out there. Ain't found one yet out there. I said, guess what, ladies? I said,
Uh-oh, see, I gotta knock him out.
mind all of them started running. They're away.
Yeah, I heard 21 there. I think he was on sideband or something.
Yeah, I was on sideband.
That's all right.
No, I was keying on him.
Do it. Go
I
ahead.
didn't want to hear him.
You know what's out there.
No, he says, were you up or lower?
No, I was on AM.
In the same channel?
No, I was on channel 72, but it was bleeding over.
Oh, 72. Can't get that way up there.
Yeah, I went up there to see if Night Ranger was up there lollygagging.
That poor channel. I know he disappeared.
Yeah, see, he can go on all those channels like that, and I can't do it.
I'm still sitting here. I went downstairs. I had a little bit of heartburn, and I went and got some milk. And a little beagle heard me pull out the milk jug, and I turned around, and she's standing there looking at me, licking her lips. So I had to get her some milk too.
Mate, I just finished up this 2-pill here, the all HCs. Oh, swinging pretty good. Alright, I'm gonna be calling it quits tonight there. Go take a shower. Go lie down and watch the blue tube. So crazy? I'll see you later. 21, me too. Bye.
Okay, I'll catch you later.
Yeah, Roger, dear. Hey, have a good one there, Baloo. 21, back out.
21, right on.
Talk to you later, Babaloo.
Oh, Night Ranger. Yeah, I got you, Night Ranger. Talk to you later, too, man. Have a good evening, brother. We'll see you. Babaloo gone.
All right, Babaloo. Have a good evening. Uh-oh, now I got a beagle licking my toes.
Well, yeah, I've been out there working on that trailer, that big trailer, trying to get it ready to put my tractor on it and take it over there to get the 50-hour service work done on it. And I've been out there welding and cutting, and man, I bought me a set of shears for cutting sheet metal. I was cutting 14 gauge with that damn thing, man. It was great. That thing cut it just like it wasn't nothing.
You know what you talking about, because we had them up there $8 an hour. I said, oh, look at this. That sure is a good cut right there, straight cut and everything else.
Yeah, it cuts a little curlicue out of the center, you know.
That's what I like about it. It looks like a spring.
Yeah. Sure beats cutting it by hand with a pair of snips.
You got that right. Give your thumbs a hard time.
Couldn't even do it anyway. It's too thick to cut with snips there, but that thing, I'd chew it up. I bought the heavier, dutier one there from Harbor Freight there. I know it's not as good as Milwaukee or one of them, but I don't do sheet metal work. I need it when I need it, and that's good enough for me.
I got a little small bulldogs. They cut pretty good. It takes too damn long to cut it, though.
Oh, yeah. I got to go back to Harbor Freight and get some of their .30 welding wire. The one that this other company makes, it don't like to use it. I don't know why. It's a different composition. It wants to spit and sputter, but the one they had worked great. But then when the roll got down near the end, or near the end of it, it had rust on it, and it started messing up it started, hanging up inside there. So I had to pull that out, and I went to Lowe's and got the other brand and put in there. Shoot, didn't like it. So, and I'm running on extension cord. It's a 110 volt welder. I got the 220 welder, that MIG welder. There's something wrong with it. And then so I just broke out the old big Lincoln buzz box, and I burned it up with that. It is 1,000 degrees out there today, man. I tell you, it was, man. But I had to get it done.
Yeah, intake was 107.
1-4, Central Connecticut. Break.
Hello, Central Connecticut. Come on in for old radio night, Unit 21. Come on. Come on, Central Connecticut, 21, South Carolina, break. That hit and run, Skip.
Well, it sounds like you got jelly in one ear and peanut butter on the other ear. What do you have? Peanut butter sandwich.
Well, at least it's just kind of a signal here and there, and we don't have Channel 11 bleeding over on us all like crazy.
I know, isn't that great?
Yep.
And Crazy Man's neighbor in there. In the Suburban.
Yep.
I got a small copy on that 21, Hollywood, New Jersey, and we're waving.
Oh, Hollywood, you just missed Babalu. Babalu went 10-7. He might be in there sneak listening. Hello, Hollywood, 21, we waving?
Well, she brought you right up that time around. 21, you're sounding good. Hollywood, New Jersey, right back.
Well, Roger Hollywood, I sure appreciate it, man. I tell you, that's kind of surprised me when you came in there. How's your day been going? Come on.
Day's going good. The weekend went well. Not doing too much at all. Right back to you, sir.
Yeah, Roger there, Hollywood. I've been working outside in the sun there, but I kind of used to it a little bit. I just kind of take breaks and drink a lot of water and change about 10 T-shirts in a day's time there. But all right there, Hollywood, I'm going to stand by and maybe some other fellows will get in. You got Night Ranger and Crazy Man in there. Hey, Hollywood up there, New Jersey, 21, down here, down south. I'm standing by.
I think you're...
What about that Hollywood one time? What about Hollywood? 116, the Crazy Man in Carolina. We're trying to break it.
Hollywood.
I think you're trying to come back at me. Is you good, 21?
He was talking when you were talking there.
Okay.
I might have noticed on this radio, Night Ranger's got an antenna warning light on there. Oh, they had to milk the dog again.
Milk the dog.
Night Ranger.
Oh.
.700 weed killer said hello, Crazy Man, on the internet.
410, hello, by 10, so hope you having a good day for it.
Could hear you.
Oh, boy. He must be on the business and he can hear me. He must be doing all right then.
10-4. Hello, Budman. Let me stand by. Crazy Man, hollered at Budman.
Better had a copy on him. Got enough blade over here now, wipes him out.
Let me see if I can get in there one more time. 177 Toronto.
Bud, man, I tell you, something ain't right with that radio, brother. It ain't right. Something ain't right. I got like 1 pound on you. No noise. I should have about 9 pounds, 8 pounds on you. Something ain't right there. And I'm not trying to pick on you. You know. But anyway, they have to check that thing out. But anyway, all right, I'm back out. Now you came up a little bit then, but sometimes, and Crazy Man will tell you the same thing, sometimes when you first come in there, after you hadn't been on there, it'll jump up there to about 7, 8 pounds. You'll talk for a second and boom, it'll drop down to about 2 pounds. Then you come back again, it'll be like 1 pound, and now you jump back up a tiny bit again. Isn't that right, Crazy Man?
That's right. I think got a dead short somewhere.
See, Slammer can't tell because he's right on top of him, but when he's farther out, but it would have to be checked out with a meter or something. It's got to be on a meter showing there doing something, but I don't know if Slammer's been over there to check it out or not, but it should be easy to find it there. If it doesn't put out, it's not going to show on the meter. If it drops back, it'll drop back on the meter. If it's up, it'll be up on the meter. That's easy to tell. But anyway, what do I know? All right, hey, Bud, man, hope you get that thing set up right there, and we'll be standing by. All right, Bud, man, have a good one there. I'm just trying to help you, brother. I'm not picking on nobody, you know. I know. I'm just trying to help you out. Wish I could come over there, but I ain't got time right now. I got to get something done before I go back to work. I'm working day and night on it. Hey, it's 21. I'm back out. How about that weed killer? 700 weed killer, 21 in the Kakalaki. Break, break, break. something like that.
We go to 21.
What do you think, Mr. Crazy Man?
Doing pretty good there, Rascal. How you doing?
Man, we always good on this here.
I know you. I don't know where you went. Sorry you weren't in that town that bleeding on us.
A bit late tonight.
I can go hunting now.
Well, I'll try to call him sometime tomorrow. I'm supposed to get up with him Monday there.
Yeah, so it's it. We'll be around here somewhere. We're always out here somewhere.
Hi, Mr. Crazy Man. You take care now. Catch you next time.
Well, put down. Hi there, Rascal. I hope you have a safe one. Well, you're doing pretty good then. That Rascal ain't got you yet, like me. I'm not trying to stay away from all that junk out there. You take care, have a fireman out there. They call me 116 to go. The man went back out.
What was that, Crazy Man? You don't recognize me, eh? Oh, I was on 11 talking to Superstar up there in the Big Apple there. How's it going there, Yellow Jacket? Oh, doing good, doing good. I'm going to be coming down your way there Monday. I got to be down there in Lansing, doctor's office at 9:45, so I may try to get up to you Monday morning sometime or another and give you that thing I was telling you about. Yeah, Roger. Well, I got a guy coming over here with a load of rock at 8:30, supposedly. And as soon as I jump from him, what time you think you're going to get out to the doctor's office? I know it'll be there about 30 minutes or so. So, is it close to Muscona to you or Lansing? Well, I live off of 176 up here near the new hospital, kind of, sort of. But I know where over there on where you going at over there? What area? I'm going over there near that I think they call it Charleston brain and spine, right there in Lapson there. I'm not real familiar with that thing. I normally cut through Muscona and come up the back way to it. Now you get on College Park Road? Yes, sir. And then do you go across the interstate? We go across the interstate and come up to the first stoplight up in there where Lansing begins with the shopping center and stuff. And we hang a left there, and I believe it's about, we turn right in front of the Ford dealership down there. We turn to the right. And that little first doctor's office down there. Ford dealership, I didn't know. Crazy Man, where's that Ford dealership at over there on, I got you, okay. That's on down on Ladson Road down there. All right, well, let's see, you'll be over there at 9:45? Yes, sir, I'll be over there, and it'll be in my pickup there if you come in any time after that, and there'll be someone out there in the truck to give it to you if you come by and I'm in the office. Well, you know where the Spink station is over there on College Park Road? When you, before you cross over 78, there's a Hardee's on one side and a Spink station. We'll find it down there. All right. Well, as soon as you cross the interstate, you got a radio in your truck? Yes, I have one in the truck there. All right, well, I'll be on 12, and I'll be around here. I'll be listening for you about, right around about 10 o'clock there. I'll be at that station. But if you come across the interstate, I'm saying on College Park Road, you come across the interstate, and you come down to that traffic light, you gotta go at an angle. There's like a Spink station on your left, Hardee's on your right. There's a gun shop or a barber shop across the street, and you go over there, there's a Taco Bell. and you go behind that and you straighten on out, then you're on Ladson Road there, Roger.
All right, well, I'll get it with you when I get out to the doctor's office. I got your number there. I'll call you if I don't get you on the radio.
All right, okay. That'll be great, man. I'll be looking forward to seeing you.
All righty, then. We'll talk to you Monday.
Okay there, Yellow Jacket. Have a good one. Hope everything's good for you over that way. That's 21. We standing by.
821?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, your 9S unit's up here right now, 177 again in Toronto.
Hello there, 177. I'm great. I appreciate that, man. Did you ever get a chance to check yourself out on Old Radio Night on YouTube?
So I popped on over there and I subscribed to your channel, so maybe I can give it a go another night. I was still busy spooling from night race.
Yeah, Roger on that there. I appreciate it. Okay, well, if you can, get over there and make a comment before you go 10-7. Make a comment so I can lock you in over there on the chat room. It's live on the chat room. All you got to do is make a comment there. You'll see it. Okay, 177, I appreciate it. I guess Mother Nature done let me get up that way, and we appreciate everything, and appreciate the long-distance radio check up there in Canada. Hey, I hope it's cool up that way. Y'all send all that cold weather down here. Maybe we'll send some hot weather up there. 21, back out.
Hey, 21.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave Herbert said that you were coming in real good on YouTube.
Is that who 177 is?
No.
Oh.
He said we were 5'9" on YouTube.
Oh, shit. Andy 174 said hello, and Butterbean said hello.
I believe that Butterbean's his trip, though.
He's in Georgia, that Butterbean. He's not the one that boxer Butterbean there. He's not him.
Yeah, I know. I thought two different ones out there.
Roger.
Yeah, Butterbean the boxer, they say he's only good for 4 rounds and then he tires out.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but getting in there with him for the first 2 rounds, I mean, you know.
Yeah, you better knock out for the first 4 rounds. After that, you just wear him out.
Didn't he fight Mike Tyson one time?
I don't know. But Tyson's 50-something years old, you know. He's not the 20-year-old knockout king he used to be.
I know, but I tell you what, I wouldn't want to tangle with him and when I was 30 years old.
Oh no, I wouldn't get in the ring with Tyson. No way.
I mean, he's got more skills. You know, he might not have the power he had. I tell you what, he was a monster when he was younger. I mean, I didn't think anybody could beat him. And but he's gone down in weight. You know, he's shriveled up. But his boxing skills is still one of the best, probably next to Muhammad Ali that I ever saw. He'll run at you and hit you. I mean, that's how, I don't know, weird.
Well, you know, he got his first knockout at what, 20, I guess, their first title. He's like 20 or 21 or something. He wasn't very old. But yeah, back in his 20s, boy, he was knocking him down left and right.
He looked about as tall as he was wide back then, you know? Captain Robert said hello again. He's standing by for Dennis's show, Old Tube Radio Network. It comes on at 11 o'clock tonight on YouTube, or if you can go oldtuberadionetwork.net on their web page. It's basically the same thing, but if you just want to do it on YouTube, just get on YouTube and put in Old Tube Radio Network. There, it's on YouTube. It'll be on 11 o'clock on our time. I don't know about anywhere else. I know at 8 o'clock over in Fresno, California. I think I'm going to go ahead and get out of here at 10 o'clock. I really enjoyed it there, Night Ranger and Crazy Man and everybody else out there, and I'm going to get on the side and be listening.
I will try to catch you later, bud. Catch you sometime tomorrow there. I think I might go ahead and unplug your radio too there. Night Ranger, catch you later soon, and we enjoyed it. Catch you next time. They call me 116 the Crazy Man. I will be on this end. We'll be 7.
All right, 21 Crazy Man. Yeah, enjoyed it. This radio's gotten a good workout today. I had it on the other channel, skipgate.shadowstorm.com. Skipgate.shadowstorm.com. So if you're near what this radio sounds like on sideband there, I got a couple of video gates from earlier today. Just go to skipgate.shadowstorm.com and it'll take you to my other YouTube channel, and you can hear 38 lower sideband booming in and a couple of badly behaved people that were in there earlier today. But this is an excellent sideband radio, it is. Talk to you guys later. Night Ranger on the side.
Yeah, 177 just got in there on YouTube there, and he said hello, so he's in there too on this one, so that's good.